Yo, 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 yo. We are back in the building, -1, but we still keeping it going. Hold on. Let me adjust them. There we go. So, we back. Got a lot to talk about. Try to get it in here in sufficient time. So, since the Bucks have been back, or excuse me, since last week, since the Bucks last played, Bucks have gone 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
We had that close game with Boston where Giannis he had a suspect game. I think Dame and Brooke Lopez were the stars of that game. Now,
Correct.
I think it's a common theme that we'll discuss when we go over kind of quick these scores. Because after that, I believe we went on a 3-game winning streak. We beat the
Correct.
Wiz, we beat Portland, and we beat the Heat.
Yep.
Heat importantly because I think that was the play-in tournament,
Correct.
which I still don't know how the hell that shit works, dude. That
I
it
know
has
we
me.
won our group.
Yeah, and I don't know what that means. So does now each group go into a
Yeah, I think
tournament
that, yeah,
style?
I agree. I think so.
Huh.
I know that Golden State lost in dramatic fashion yesterday, and that was hilarious. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah. But one thing I think that on each of these games, the one consistent problem that I've seen is that uh they have to they start off so slow. Every
Correct.
game. We gotta come back every game. Like this it made no sense to be being down 20 something points to Boston only to come back and lose by 3. You know what I'm saying? Like where was the intensity the entire game up until the fourth quarter?
You sound like my people. They said that they don't hit the gas until the fourth to keep their energy.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's like everything else. It's a figure it out process. And I think now it's starting to look like Giannis and Dame are starting to figure it out more.
Mhm.
You think Dame and Middleton have figured it out more. Why Dame and Middleton over Giannis and Dame?
No, I think Giannis and Dame are definitely figured out, but I think that Middleton and Dame playing off each other is looking better to me. Just looks more smooth right now. And but I do want to give Giannis credit. What Giannis wasn't doing before, and I know he never had to do it before, was actually setting screens properly. As if you pay attention now, when he's setting a screen, he's setting a solid screen, allowing Dame to actually be able to get around the pick comfortably and either take the shot or kick it to a teammate.
I also seen a lot of times now that one of your biggest complaints is he hasn't been kicking it out. I've
Yeah,
been
he been kicking
seeing
it
him
out. Yeah,
kicking it out.
no, I agree
So
with that.
so somebody had to been telling him that
Yeah,
you got to start having better vision because I think he kind of stepped up to the challenge.
I agree with
Now
that.
I'm starting to also kind of understand why Beauchamp isn't starting.
Hmm.
I feel like he a lot of times be speedballing and getting into foul trouble.
It is, but I think a lot of what his prime, he just don't be getting the consistent minutes like he needs. And if you see when you, I feel like so up and down that maybe he presses a little bit. But now with Connaughton out with the ankle injury for some time, I think that they'll know now that they're going to get probably more minutes, standard minutes, and I think you'll see a more relaxed Beauchamp moving forward until Connaughton come back.
It'll be yeah, and I think that Connington hurt may be a blessing for some of these young players who can start getting some more
Correct.
PT.
Because I like the young dude Andre Jackson Jr.
Yeah, that's your boy. I mean I like
Yeah,
his
I'm messing
game. I
with dude
think he's all
heavy.
right. I'm not
I
completely
like his
sold on.
defense and hustle.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not completely sold on him, but I'm definitely not discrediting him because I see when he gets in there, he plays solid defense, keeps his stays in
Mhm.
front of his
He plays
man.
within his game.
Yeah, nah, and he's a decent role player. I will definitely give you that. So I think another problem with Milwaukee is again We don't have a vocal leader, I don't think.
Uh,
And I think that's a problem.
Vocal leader. Let me think. Yeah, I
Would you
don't think
would
we
you
have. I don't think Giannis is a vocal leader. I don't think Dame is that way either. I think
No.
both of them are more like lead by example. Look at me, I'm hooping. You should be hooping type stuff.
Yeah, and we don't and I think we don't have an enforcer either. And I think those two things
I
are
think
something
Bobby P is an enforcer.
to a certain extent. I'll give you that. To a
Yeah,
certain
and
extent.
Bobby P got hands.
Yeah. And you went dark a little bit too.
Yeah, I did. I did that on
Okay.
purpose. It was a little too
Okay.
bright orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I get it. I get it. I mean, it's kind of rough though where Bobby P is he yeah, you know what though? I'll give you that. He does get scrappy. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think that he's a the vocal leader though that we need
Nah,
in the locker
he's
room,
not no
like where
vocal.
somebody need to be knocking stuff over and snapping and kind of keeping people literally in check. But I don't know. We'll see. So I want to keep it NBA and talk about your man Josh Giddey. Now,
And that
now,
was my boy until the allegations. I was co-signing Giddy for at least a year.
but do you think though? I, so do you think he's been publicly persecuted too
Of
soon?
course not. Why? No, it's everything about today's world is sensationalism and jumping on anything, even if they don't have all the facts.
Because I think
Just
that's
the
part of the.
allegations are known. The controversy of the allegations are alone are enough.
Because I kind of think that's part of the. I think that's part of the problem is that. Um. So what they've been saying now is what's been developing now is that um they're saying that he met her in a club, so he possibly didn't know how old she was to know that he was sleeping with an underage girl. So he may very well get off of
Have done
this
it.
pause.
No, you can't
No,
get
I think
off
he's
of that.
very yeah.
What do you
If
mean?
if you're in a, it's gonna fall in a club. If I meet
Okay,
a
that's
girl
fair.
at a club and she's 16 and I'm think that she's 21 and I'm going off of the fact that she's in this club, how would I don't know how that would really fall on me being the catch a
I would just
predator.
think being in the NBA, I would be checking all that. Like, hey, how old are you? I'm like, hey, before we do it, I need to see ID. Like, I would be on that because I know what I have at stake. They say he might lose 40 million in
Yeah.
that's a you don't take chances when it's that type of paper on the line.
But
Or you gotta have somebody's
I think he's only though 21.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't. Are you really thinking all that detailed
I
out at the
bet you
age of 21?
$100,000 if you were in that situation, you wouldn't have done the same thing, sir. So
Yeah,
yes,
I
I'm
mean,
holding
no,
him
no, no.
responsible.
But I don't know. I think that maybe my thought process is different. Not that I'm all super insightful, but I think most 21-year-olds partying at a club, you doing, I don't know if you necessarily are thinking like, you know, this girl could be 16. I don't know, but I would ask at some point in the conversation, how old are you? But if she lies and says she's 21, how are you? Are you really checking everybody ID of every chick that you meet being it?
I'm just saying if I was in the NBA, just because millions are at stake, I would be annoyed about everything. I would be
No,
on my
true.
JJ Redick side of the game, where you got to
Right.
sign something, something go left. I'll give you
Yeah.
25 racks, and then you go your way, I go my way. Like I would be on that type of time.
So do you do you think the league is right or wrong with holding off on any kind of suspensions? Because he hasn't been
Yeah, until
penalized
he's
yet.
convicted, he's innocent still. So I feel like the NBA shouldn't do anything until he's convicted.
And I don't know if the union would allow them to suspend him without any proof or evidence yet. but I know he's really relying on this club. Um,
That's a good point.
I don't know what the right word is. He's relying on this truck club theory to hold off so he can keep his job in
It'll
the
buy him some
NBA.
time.
But I can guarantee you, if the NBA sees one text from him and that girl before that club, he's done. He's done.
Oh yeah, then it's over.
Yeah. And another factor is I don't know if somebody, and I could be wrong, but I thought somebody told me that the legal age in Oklahoma is 16.
Jeez.
How would that work?
Then it's no harm, no foul.
Which is messed up, ain't it? That sounds
16,
wild just
man,
saying no harm, no foul.
right. That sound a little petty,
You're
right?
just like,
Little petty, yeah, little petty, right? Yeah.
done and done. So, what about, a lot of people been going in on Malika Andrews, saying that she don't got the same energy that she did for other athletes that she's exposed on national TV for having prior histories of any type of sexual abuse.
That's 100% fact, though.
I mean, it is. They kind of held off on it. I think they just recently said something a couple of days ago.
That was just because of the pressure. They was blowing her up on Twitter. Everybody doing YouTube spots about her. Black
sure.
Twitter blacking out, pun intended. And it was too much pressure.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. That was wild. But, I don't know. She got a problem with brothers. I'm just going to put it out there.
Oh, yeah. She's damaged goods.
So, I want to talk
to a dweeb. Go ahead,
that's
my bad.
crazy.
You look like a dweeb.
I ain't even going to get on that. So, with the I saw the recent power rankings, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to read them off to you starting from 1. I'm reading 1 to 6.
Okay.
So you got Boston at 1, Minnesota at 2, Philly at 3, Denver at 4, OKC at 5, and the Bucks at 6. Now, first of all, how you feel about that list?
Seeing how the media treats the Bucks, I feel that falls right in line with what they would do. But I do feel that we're above OKC, and I do feel I feel like we should be in either third or fourth spot. And I feel Denver. I feel like you could say Boston's 1, Denver's 2, but we should be 3 probably. Because Philly ain't better than Philly can't beat us in no series.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I was a little surprised how high Philly was. I thought that OKC was a bit high too. But just looking at the top 6 teams, like when we mentioned, like Minnesota, OKC, do you think that some of the original top 10 teams are going to remain locked out of the top 10, like meaning Golden State?
Golden State's done. They had their run. This, if they make the playoffs and get out of the first round, I would be impressed.
No, true, and they've been struggling, and even like the Clippers, for example, who currently right now are out of the playoffs. You got the Lakers at a 7 seed. You got Phoenix at a 6 seed. Sacramento's at a 5 seed. So, like, do you think some of these teams, like Memphis, Clippers, Lakers, like, do you think they're going to stay hovered below the top 6, or do you think one of these upper teams are going to eventually, like, is Minnesota going to eventually drop down to?
I think they'll drop down. I think Sacramento Kings should be up there too.
Sac is a 5 seed right now out the West.
I think Sac will move up. I think the reason they're only 5 is because remember De'Aaron Fox was out.
I mean, like Dallas is number 3.
Sacramento's a problem. I think Sacramento's a problem.
Dallas is number 3 in the West.
Okay, Dallas always has a shooter's chance against anybody. If Kyrie and Luka get hot, they can go for 50 apiece, literally.
Are they a top duo in the league?
Absolutely.
Top
Absolutely.
5?
Yep.
Interesting.
Let's go through. So you got Tatum and Brown.
Yep.
You got Jokic and Murray. You got
Giannis and
Lillard
Dame
and yeah, Giannis and Dame. Uh, you can
and
say not Embiid and Maxey.
Bron and AD,
Mm-hmm.
if that counts. Yeah, Embiid and Maxey, Brunson and
Randall.
I don't know about that one.
That's a push, ladies and gentlemen. That's a push.
A major push.
That is a push, ladies and gentlemen.
Who would be then who would be Minnesota's with
Cat and Edwards.
Oh, Cat. Cat would be the second one.
And Edwards.
So I don't. It's
and
a lot
then
out
you got
there.
the Clippers full of has-been superstars.
Yeah, I don't know about the. And quite honestly, I think the Clippers are going to stay down there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they're going to not make the playoffs, but when I start looking at some of these teams, I'm like, they're maybe not on paper. They may not be on paper better than them. But
oh, that was funny.
Yeah, because I don't know, because I don't think Memphis is going to stay at,
But they're so far behind. They're so far behind already, bro. To make up all them games is gonna be.
Yeah.
I think, but it might be a blessing in disguise for them. Now they'll get a decent draft pick and they'll be able to build. Maybe get a replacement for because it don't look like Marcus Smart like being down there.
No, and they don't have a big man.
No, they got Jaren Jackson.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Adams though.
Yeah,
because that was
and he was out. That was a big thing. So they could get another. Yeah,
because they had Adams at the 5, right, and just had Jaren Jackson at the 4, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so yeah, if they get another true big man and let him kind of shoot his threes every now and again, and he has a little.
Yeah, or they can maybe use a small forward.
Yeah, or anybody. I think kind of sky's the limit. I don't know what. If I'm being honest, I don't know how the draft is going to be for the NBA.
I haven't heard no hype about anybody. It ain't no Wembanyama.
Nah,
out there.
Nah. I haven't heard anything remotely close to that.
I know they're not winning, but Wemby, I mean, to be his first year and be so frail and all that, and shooting a lot of jump shot, he averaging like 20 and 10.
Yeah,
and a couple of blocks. I feel that's worthy of a number 1 overall pick. Let me say that early. He looks like he should be he looks like a number 1 all around pick, all around pick.
And right, and we got to remember too, and that's the Chat. He's last year. I know he's a rookie, but he's last year. So what you're saying, I think, is 100%, 100% fact. And I still think that he's starting to take over. I think Wemby. The margin is starting to get a little wider for that rookie of the year between them two. I think the space is starting to get a little wider.
Chet has had some good games. I think Chet is great.
Oh, he the truth.
OKC is they're the next one up in the West.
No, I agree.
It could happen this year. It's gonna happen next year, but it's happening.
So long as they stay healthy.
Correct. They need to be completely healthy, though. They need Chet, they need Giddey, they need Shai Gilgeous, and they need Dort. They need all of it. It can't be one missing, otherwise it throw off everything.
Yeah, Giddey may be missing.
Giddey like a 6'8" shooting guard, bro. They have a so much length on that team. Chet, man. Oh, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander like 6'7".
They're cold. OKC is cold. I like watching them. Even though I think Chet looked like an 80-year-old man. He looked old in the face to me.
Yeah, he does.
It'd be weird looking at him. He looked like that movie where he played the old dude.
Right.
But in real life.
Kyrie's having a resurgent season.
No, he is. I didn't, being honest, I didn't think that him and Luka would play good together. I did not think that they were gonna. I didn't think that they was gonna play good together. I thought it was gonna be too much ISO ball from Luka, but he seems to be balancing.
They figuring it out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It took everything we had to beat them. They both had almost 40 on us.
But no defense. That's
No,
perfect for us. No defense.
that's perfect for us.
If you ain't gonna hold no defense, we are definitely taking advantage of that.
Right.
And that's why they won't. I think that's where it's gonna eventually be a problem. And I don't know if Dallas is gonna be able to keep Luka. He hasn't signed anything yet, has he?
But he's still on his rookie deal. But he'll sign an extension. I'm not worried about that. He won't go nowhere.
I'm not convinced though. I don't think that he's convinced. I don't think that. I bet he don't stay and sign. I could see him wanting to go somewhere bigger.
Dallas is pretty big, bro.
Nah, Dallas
is a major.
Market. It's a major city, but it ain't it ain't the Miamis, the LAs.
Right.
It ain't that.
Chicago, New York.
It ain't that at all.
But it would be right after that though.
Ooh, what if they rebuilt in Chicago and kept DeRozan? And he went to now. I mean, that couldn't happen because he's still. Well, he'd be gone this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they would have to sign him.
Chicago's a rebuild. They'll be selling before All-Star break. You don't even got to worry about that. They're a selling squad.
No, I'm just saying. What if hypothetically he ended up in Chicago with DeRozan?
Oh, that would be dope. They could. DeRozan is underrated. DeRozan is nice.
Man, I like DeRozan. DeRozan got game. His mid range is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely I mess with DeRozan. No, that was one of the few people I would trade Middleton for.
Yeah, it's a couple people I trade Middleton for, if I'm being honest. But I do like his mid range though. His mid range is reliable. It is very reliable. He just can't, like you be saying all the time. He cannot jump over a piece of paper.
Dude,
it's just bad. It's like hard.
It's hard to watch like fast break. Him, he ain't gonna dunk. It's coming straight for the layup.
It's almost like watching him dribble is almost it's cringeworthy because I hate to see him do it, man. It's almost like Big Dog back in the day.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anytime Big Dog dribbled, I just would put my head down because I'm like, something bad is about to happen.
Right, you got to catch and shoot, brother.
Right, he gonna hit it off his shoe, something crazy. So let us jump in. It's going a lot quicker without a third person too, which is hilarious. Yeah. Let's get into the Batman, Robin, Alfred, Commissioner Gordon. So I got 4 new people. Curious to see where they fall in your opinion. First up, Rudy Gobert.
Commissioner Gordon.
Wow. I got him at least Alfred.
I'm still Alfred. Defense. I stand on that, sir.
He's out of the league in a couple after his contract.
Oh, he's gonna get a huge demotion in pay.
Okay, he's a future journeyman.
Right, a mid-level exception.
Right. Here's a good one. What about Paolo Banchero?
Robin with Batman ceiling.
I agree. I like his game.
He's not scary either. No, that's what I like. He don't get scared.
He takes it to the cup too. I really like that about his game. And he looked mad all the time. I like that for some reason.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know if he's one of the people that has to be mad to play well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he just looked angry to me all the time.
Right. I agree with that. Yeah, you're right. That's
or just no expression. Like he don't smile a lot or nothing. He just seemed to have that.
Got a little Tim Duncan in it.
Right. All right. What about Reggie Jackson?
Penguin.
He used to be so nice.
Commissioner Gordon.
Nah, no doubt he's Commissioner Gordon. He may actually be a civilian.
Right.
I think his game though, he had a good run in the NBA. I mean, he's still in the NBA, of course, but he's having a good run, I should say. I feel like
Yeah,
he's
he done
always
got a
being
nice check.
used.
Remember that check he got in Detroit? He done got some checks now.
Yeah, he's always being used somewhere too, because he can score.
He's serviceable.
Right, there you go. So, lastly, here's a good one. Jalen Green.
Alfred Robinish. I want to say Robin. I think he can be a Robin.
I think I think he's a. I don't know if he has a Batman on his squad currently. Who would be Houston's
No,
Batman? Nobody, right? Is it him?
he would be the closest thing.
Yeah. No, you're right. He has potential though. He definitely. I like
Yeah,
his game. He has potential.
yeah. So let's say Robin, Batman potential or Batman ceiling,
No, I agree. I agree.
mm.
I agree.
And
So
he's getting better every year too. To his credit,
he is. No, he. I think that he, if they can keep him in Houston, I think he'll be their star. I don't.
agreed.
He doesn't seem, and I don't really know for sure, but I don't really hear a lot about him. Like I don't hear him getting into a lot of
Mhm.
nonsense, or he seems
Correct.
content where he's at. It seems like so. It's what it is. All right, so kind of shifting into football. I'm not gonna get too wrapped up in
Right.
football. Um, but that Buffalo Philly game was huge for me, pause, because I think what it showed was Philly's 9-1, I think.
But they're still not playing well, Mike. They turn it on when they have to, and I still don't like that. I don't like it, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like that.
So, but who who out of the NFC do you think gives them the biggest
49ers.
fits? Not Dallas. I'm a little
Dak,
worried
I don't
about the
trust.
49ers.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't trust Dak in the playoffs.
No, me either. I don't either.
That's the
But
reason. I think they have the team, but I think the quarterback is sketch. At best, sketch. Though he'll be in the MVP candidate race this year, I do feel like they beat up on the weak teams. When I mean beat up, they'll drop 40 on one of these weak teams' head. But against the good teams, not so much.
but I don't. Or they're 10-1, not 9-1. But
Yeah.
um,
Damn.
do you think that he would? I know he's. I feel like this game may be the first solidifying piece into Hurst getting MVP.
Oh yeah, yeah. And is I know Lamana like this. Ain't this now we got to start looking at Josh Allen? He's losing games to other elite quarterbacks now. They were saying, is he an elite quarterback still? Or is he?
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, when you look at the game against Philly, I mean, I know he. How many scored touchdowns did he score?
A decent amount. I was like 34, 37, so he was
Yeah.
getting it in. But you
So I
still
don't
that's the
know if
same thing
it's.
with Herbert though. He gonna get his numbers, but if you don't win,
Yeah, it'll fall on the coach before it'll fall on
yeah, that's fair.
Allen. Dude, looking at the NFC South, good lord. Do you realize Atlanta is number one in the NFC South
Oh,
at
that's
5-6? No one in that. That's a horrible division. And it should have been up for grabs. If you were a 500 football team, you would be in first place in that division. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So, do you think though? So, you don't think Philly solidified the NFC? Not yet. It hasn't been. It
Not
hasn't
yet.
been
Yeah, because Dallas is still in the hunt.
right.
So is the 49ers.
Is there anybody in the AFC that's dominant?
Not dominant, no. I think that's the weaker.
Baltimore
Baltimore is probably the best team, the most
or
dangerous in the
KC?
NFC.
But you know what though? Being honest, how dangerous is Denver? As crazy as it sounds, Denver's won, I think, like 5 in a row,
And
4
you
in a
know
row
where
or
that,
something.
that first that win started? When
When?
they beat us.
Yeah, and they ran with it though. They have ran
Yeah,
with
they
it.
did.
I can't even be
I
mad
know,
at them. I thought they were going to be one of those. I thought they were going to be chasing a draft pick. To be totally honest,
right? Russell Wilson had turned it around.
he really did. They are. I don't know if they got a chance at anything still.
Maybe Sierra at the crib just being quiet.
Just being well. Nah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough at 6-5. There's too many other teams that if they
Okay.
could win a couple more in a row, they'll be in a mix. They'll be in a hunt, which is just bananas.
The
To me.
thing is now they're starting to believe.
Right, I agree. And I know the coach, either the coach and quarterback job was on the line. They both may have secured
Oh yeah.
their job now, which is yeah. I just wouldn't have I wouldn't have thought that they would have had such a huge turnaround this year the way that they
Dang.
have. And it's just crazy to me. Like I said, the AFC, that's literally it's up for grabs, completely up for grabs. I've never, and I'm sure it's been closer, but I've just never seen it so close. It's
Oh, same. Yeah, no,
there's so
this is
many
wild
eight and
competitive.
five, 7-4 teams that's
Yeah.
yeah. This should be interesting though going down. I think it's gonna go down in one of those games. I mean, one of those seasons where it's gonna be a bunch of teams where you know how they have like if he wins and they lose and then they win by
Right.
7, then it'll be some weird
Right. It's gonna be
scenarios.
something like that, right?
Yeah, because
On
so
like the
many
NBA
people are so
in-game
close.
tournament type of thing, in-season tournament.
Man, don't even get on that, dude. I don't even understand it. I feel like an idiot. Like
I haven't even tried.
they could literally be telling me anything about the rules of the tournament, and I
Right.
have to accept it because I have no knowledge on it.
Right.
Which is crazy. So so last week's picks, yo.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you came in first. You had 10. We missed a game though, but I didn't count those. So
Yeah.
you had 10 W's, and Lamont
Okay.
and myself had 9.
Yeah, it's always gonna be close. It's gonna be pretty close. It's
See
just a
now, but
game
I
or two
want
you take a chance on.
see it's bogus. He not here because I wanted to talk crazy because he didn't win though. He hasn't won in a minute. So
Right.
I wanted to talk crazy. I won 2 weeks in a row. So
You can't run from that smoke, Lamont.
right.
You can't run from the smoke, then.
All right, so let's get into week 13.
Damn.
Picks. I know, and what's crazy is I think we've been doing this since week 2.
Correct. But it seems like going by really fast.
Yeah, it has. Life's been going by fast.
Right.
Be dead pretty soon. All right, so
Not too soon.
yeah, not too soon. Right. So good game. If Gino's playing, let me check. So first game, Gino is playing. So first game, Seahawks and Cowboys, but at Dallas.
Cowboys.
Yeah, I gotta go Cowboys. Chiefs and Packers in Green Bay. I'm going Packers. No run game. We may have a chance. This is just my emotion. I'm going completely off of emotion. No strategy at all. Strictly emotion.
I'm gonna go Chiefs because they're coming off a loss.
Very good point. Chargers and Patriots.
Chargers. The Patriots got a
I gotta-
ringer on their team, and his name is Mac Jones.
Yeah, I gotta say Chargers too, but I would definitely fall asleep during that game. Cardinals and Steelers.
Smoke break.
Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers.
Colts and Titans in Tennessee.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm going Colts again. Good game. Broncos, Texans.
Texans.
I want to go Texans too. They lost last week. And Broncos have to eventually lose.
Right. And CJ Stroud is just what the doctor ordered for them to lose. He's gonna get his numbers.
Man, his game is nice. He's gonna be nice.
You gotta score close to 30 points to beat the Texans at this point. You're not gonna beat them 17-10 now. That is just too much. They got a lot of firepower.
If they can keep that squad intact.
That's always a problem.
In football, it seemed like I swear to God, like I don't even understand the contract systems. Like it seemed like every year after somebody win a title, they just half their squad is just gone.
It's gone, right?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, none of these people were under contract? No.
Yeah, how did y'all let this happen?
Right. We got the Lions and Saints.
Lions.
I'm gonna go to Lions. It's in New Orleans too. Part of me wants to go New Orleans.
I'm not going
for the upset, but I can't do it. Another snoozer. Falcons and the Jets.
Falcons. Jets are terrible.
Yeah, they don't even.
Well, they're not terrible. They have no quarterback.
Yeah, they have no quarterback. Yeah, no, I got to go Falcons. Dolphins and Commanders. Dolphins.
Yeah, they whoop up on them type of teams.
Panthers and Buccaneers.
Damn.
I got to go Bucks. Panthers don't even got a coach, really.
Right. And they don't got a quarterback, really.
Ooh. So you on Bucks?
Yeah.
Now, here is a game on Sunday. I am excited for this one. Eagles and 49ers. In Philly.
Eagles.
I'm going to say 49ers. I want the Eagles to win, but I'm only saying 49ers because you said the Eagles.
I would have done the same thing. That's why I said it first.
Browns and Rams in Cali. I'm going to go I'm going to go Browns.
I'll go Rams.
And then we got last Bengals and Jaguars.
Jaguars, easy.
Word.
No Joe Burrow. That's a wrap.
It is a wrap, and it's a wrap. We ended up short early today. We only went like 45 minutes. Or no, 37 minutes. But world, be sure to subscribe, follow, check out Am on Am's Logic. I'm sure he'll be on tomorrow night.
And come on this podcast anytime you see it go live. This is all natural here, nothing scripted. Man, if y'all don't subscribe and share this content, quit playing. Hey, people be acting sometimes like when you subscribe, like it's taking money out their paycheck.
Tight.
Bro, just subscribe, people. We're producing good content here.
And what's so bothering is like if so many people, if I get 1,500 people looking at something I sent and you don't even hit subscribe, you're using me. You treated me like I work at a brothel. You're 100% treating me as if I work at a brothel. Am I not human?
That was ill. That was over the top.
Am I not human, people? Am I not human?
All
right, we out. I hope you subscribe now. I didn't hoard myself.
All right, we're going to start talking about some boxing, too, in the future.
Yes, really soon in the future, like this weekend. So stay tuned.
Correct.
Again, follow, subscribe. Until next time, we out.
Shout out. Hey, you who watch it, make sure you subscribe.
It's probably Aunt Mark.
All right.
Go.
Shout out. All right, go.